Japan throws up some prizes in sales, and today's show, let's explore some of the more unpleasant surprises. Welcome back to Year 4, this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie franchise owner, Tokyo master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the Japanese translation of Japan Sales Mastery. And Natamo Presentachijin is the translation of Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, or in Japanese, Training de okane o murni suru no wa yamemashou. We are bringing the show to you from our studio in the High Performance Center in Akasaki in Minatoku, the business center of Tokyo. This is episode number 217, and we are talking about sales is simple in Japan. Before we get going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. The bestseller, Japan Sales Mastery, is the new Bible of selling in Japan. To sell to Japanese buyers, you need to create long-term partner-level trust, fully understand Japanese buyers' real needs, convince buyers with your solutions, overcome their hesitation, fear, and doubt, know how to ask for the order, ensure repeat orders. This book is a product of 30 plus years in the trenches selling in Japan. Order Japan Sales Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. So let's get going. Imagine my surprise as an expert in sales training when I meet salespeople who have not spent even 1 second trying to master the bridging of the gap between value and cost. Sitting in the audience at a speaker event next to a 30-ish Japanese sales guy, we talked about how he does his sales. He told me he contacts a lead, gets an appointment, shows up, and explains the service and submits a quote. Really? On the blank side of a meal menu, I mapped out the elements of the sales process for him, preparing for the meeting. And focus your intention on one thing, getting the reorder, not just a solitary sale. Building trust through establishing rapport, creating interest by asking extremely well-designed questions to understand the client's needs. Now, tell the client whether we can help them or not, and if we can, explain the how of our solution. There may be points of insufficient clarity, concerns, hesitations, or downright objections to what we are proposing. We need to deal with those before we proceed to ask for the order. And then we do the follow-up delivery, service, and keep going. I then asked him, what does he do when the buyer says, too expensive? His answer had me reeling. With a cherubic mien, he told me he offered to drop the price. Incredulous, I asked, by how much do you usually drop it? He quoted 20% as a number. There were 4 other salespeople in his team, and if that is how they roll over there, then that is a very expensive first response to client pushback on pricing. Here is the snapper. Do you know what is happening inside your team? Are they also dropping the price immediately as their first counter to an objection on the money? He should have said, why do you say that when told it was too expensive? Was the price objection genuine, a ruse, sport negotiation, time-bound, or irrelevant because they haven't seen enough value yet to understand the price point? There will be one highest priority element in that too expensive objection. It might be the actual volume of cash involved, budget allocation, timings, internal competing project, competition concerns, etc. Which one is it? We need to know. The moral of this story is to take a very detailed look at what your salespeople are doing. Don't confuse 7 years of sales experience with 1 year of experience 7 times. Also, don't imagine they have a process that they know how to explain the value or to deal with objections. Based on what we see in our sales training classes and talking with clients in Japan, the chances of that being the case are very, very low. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now, you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode 218, we are talking about unearth your own insights when presenting in Japan. Onegai itashimasu. Please join me next week to master business here, because that is what we want, isn't it? Japan business mastery.